I'm Biji.
I'm Laura.
We're from Biji Couture.
At Biji Couture, our motto is, it's about you in love. So we want to show you how to have a dress which is truly a reflection of your personality that you absolutely love.
The other thing that I think drives our passion for what we do is actually seeing the photographs of the groom when he sees his bride for the very first time. The objective is to actually create that moment every time, repeatedly, for each and every bride that walks through the store.
Having a dress designed especially for you just really adds to the whole experience, and see your dress develop from a sketch on paper through to the final product, and you are there every step of the way for your input, and it's your dress.
That's absolutely important to us at every stage, is to keep the bride involved and give her opinion and her feedback at every stage, at every fitting.
So I have decided to go with one of those. And
The embroidery. Okay.
and not these.
So the lace is then
Yeah.
out. So it makes it just much more personal.
Yeah.
Ilse, what do you think?
That's stunning.
I think that your fiance or your husband is going to melt when he sees you in
Yeah.
this.
So once you've had your consultation with either Biji or myself, we work out an itemized, accurate quote for you. And if you accept that quote, we proceed into fitting stage. And that is when the whole Biji team really gets involved. Biji and myself in terms of the cutting and the fitting.
So basically what we really like to do is personalize an embroidery pattern for our brides. It's one way of actually making that wedding dress so much more unique. So what I'm doing is transferring the design into a type of a wax paper, and this is specifically designed for the use of what I'm doing, which enables him to use a pin to punch holes into the design exactly where I've placed my beads, where I've placed my Swarovski, so that at the end of the day the proportion gets kept exactly the way that it's been sketched or intended. Assuming that the bride gives us the go-ahead on the dress and we actually start the process, then generally what happens is we get the bride to come in for measurements, and once she comes in for measurements, then we organize a first fitting. The first fitting obviously is a very core basic shape of the dress, and after which we take this back to the sewing room, generally start marking the alterations with tacking lines, and then unpick everything so that we can get back down to a core shape again. We retrim everything, prepare everything for a second fitting, and the second fitting basically is just a more comprehensive, truer shape of what the final dress is going to look like. The third fitting is probably the most important fitting, and it sets us on the road to actually complete the dress. And the second half of, after the third fitting, it's more a courtesy to have the bride involved with the process of doing the fun stuff of her dress.
The one thing that we find is that brides, only as they go through the process, realize how much work is involved.
There we go.
And the winner is Biji.